Hello. I haven't really recorded in a while, and that is mainly because, um, my, editing software, well, I haven't really uploaded in a while. That's because my editing software is being extremely rubbish. So I decided to, while I'll update you on what's happening with my editing software. So basically, what it is, ages ago I bought Power Director 11, but it was on a different computer, and I've got a new computer now, which is what I played Dark Souls on. So I couldn't. I tried to transfer all my files over, but the problem with that is Power Director 11 didn't copy over properly. So I tried to go into the website, and I couldn't find anywhere to find the link for my download for my version of Power Director 11. And because of this, I haven't really been able to edit any videos. And if you see in the top left corner of the uh, Dark Souls videos, that it says Power Director trial version. That is because I had to be using the trial version of Power Director 12. Yeah, and that's run out, so I can't actually edit anymore. And I'm using OBS to record this. But the main reason for this video is I would like to kind of just give my opinion on RuneScape. I mean, I've been playing it for quite a bit, as you can tell by the armor I'm wearing. But the problem with RuneScape, I find, is the fact that it's, to put it lightly, a buggy piece of crap. Yeah. No offense to RuneScape players, it is a decent game, but it also has an opportunity to be better. I mean, I'm not gonna claim to be professional at anything, but I just feel like there's a huge chunk missing out of this. Like, it has some of the quests I did, like earlier. I was fighting a kraken, but I couldn't kill him because I didn't have any food. So at the moment, what this is the more food you have, the more likely you are to survive, and that doesn't really feel like an RPG to me, like an MMO, because I played Warcraft in the past, and I kind of enjoyed it quite a lot. So, and played many hours on it. Like, with this, I'm playing free to play at the moment. I'm wearing Zamorak armor. You have so many abilities you can have, like the prayer abilities, the magic abilities, and you can do attacks. There's range damage and all that stuff, which is so good. Like, it's unbelievably good. But still, like, it just feels too unpolished. And before, when I put on my my chef's, like, my white apron for the chef's outfit, I actually used to lose my arms, like they disappear. And this is a quite late version. I kind of expected from the version ages ago, but it never did that ages ago. Like when I first started playing Runescape. And then there's parts where, like, the mechanics in the game don't fit with the way it's been made. Like I said, I was doing that boss battle with the Kraken earlier, where it's basically the more food you have, the more likely you are to survive it. Because he had some attacks where it was pretty undodgeable because of the reaction times of when I click. So, like, if I click, he moves a couple of seconds after I clicked, as you saw just then. So, and also sometimes it took a bit longer. I mean, it's great for, like, it's like, I'm gonna call it Warcraft Junior, basically. I mean, as you can see, they've added this, like, new that's one room. They've added this new system here where you can choose different attacks, and once you get full adrenaline, you can use this attack here, which does quite a bit of damage, and this one as well, which kind of works on adrenaline too. But it feels like an unfinished system for that, because at the moment I'm just mashing keys like what you usually do in every MMO, but for RuneScape it feels like it should be different. Like, the mechanics for the boss, like, they worked they were amazing mechanics, don't get me wrong, but they just wouldn't work for me. So like, if I try to move away, there'd be a split second before he'd actually react to it, because he was in the middle of combat. And then, which would mean I would have got hit by the boss, which would have allowed me not to move anymore, because I would have tried to go back for him. And it just, like, it didn't help at all with anything. So if I go back to that town I was originally in, I also feel like the home teleports should be a bit quicker, unless you're in the wilderness, which is a PvP zone. So yeah, if I go all the way up here, yeah, my little companion here, Grapes, took me a while to figure out how to name him, because you actually have to feed him the thing you want to name him. You don't get freedom of name. So yeah, here's the let me just pick up Grapes first. Then, yes. Alright, so yeah, here it is. This is the boss part I was talking about. So, do I have to kill these guys again? So, if I move out the way there, see, I clicked then, but he didn't move. Like, I click, and as you can see, it took him a couple of seconds to move, and he just moved back because he was under attack. Like, the mechanics are unpolished, like, because you have to use this to move out the way, even though it takes him a while to move out the way because of it. So I feel like it shouldn't be a point-and-click adventure with this game. It should be able to control it using the keyboard, which you can't do, because you have to just click where you want to go, which is, see, extremely not good. Because then I could have avoided getting damaged then, but he wouldn't move out the way. And as you see, so again I got hit because he wouldn't move. And then when I clicked on that person to try and use that attack, he went and attacked that one. To see. Yeah, he went and attacked the other one because that was the one I was originally attacking. So it doesn't change target quick enough. Then also I had this bug where when I was trying to attack, trying to talk to someone, where I'd click continue, but it wouldn't continue. Let's go skip this cutscene. It's terrible anyway. Yeah, so if I go to attack this guy, then there, see, he runs back to him, even though I clearly ran away. So if I keep attacking, and I'm gonna die in a minute because I've got no food. And look, see, I tried to move out the way there, and I can't move. So I'm literally just taking damage because I can't move. Like I said, the point and click doesn't work with this kind of mechanic. Like, the mechanic of the boss is very, very good. And I completely agree with what they're trying to do with it. But, if it was, like, kind of polished better, I think I would enjoy it a bit more. Like, this bit here, where you see, because of the dimensions of the game, you can't really see how fast I'm going down and things like that. So if I go, okay, and also as you saw there, he attacked me while he's doing another attack. So you've always got that constant damage of that claw coming towards you, which to me is very annoying. As in, like, because I'm gonna be constantly taking damage from that claw, and I think the only way to do this is just pure DPS it. You can't, like, not do go for weak attacks like my adamant longsword with my shield. I can't use that because it attacks too weak. So if I go in with, and see there, I took damage for what looked like no reason because he just flailed around. Yeah, and here I think I'm still in the safe place. Yep. It's kind of luck if you win this without any food, because as you can see, he's doing, like, what's that, a lot of damage per thing. and there's no way of avoiding it. Right, actually I might be able to do this. Damn. You try and... Oh, yes, did it, okay. I just thought it's kind of luck, because if you saw how low health I was on, and the only reason why I won is because I can do a lot of damage. So it's more like, if you have food, but you can't do damage, you can still win. If you can do damage, and no food, you have a chance of winning, but not the best chance. As you can see here, I just saved these guys. Yeah, I want to go back. So reward. Okay, so what did I get for that? 2 blood pearls. Ooh, get that up, yeah. So it's, apart from it being like every single like MMO out there where it's just a grind to get everything up, you can be good at every single class, which is unique. As you saw, I just leveled up my attack, and I need to get up 2 more levels to be able to wield a rune sword. But yeah, which is kind of the armor. I'm wearing rune armor-ish. But I can have loads of health, but it doesn't mean anything if I've got the weak sword. So I kind of want... I know it's going to be extremely OP if they do this, but I kind of want them to do the thing like what they did in Dark Souls. I know comparing it to another game is kind of... that isn't really an MMO, is kind of bad to do, but if they had it so you can have a 2-handed sword with a shield, and you can choose to either go 2-hander or have a shield with you, but your attacks are slower because it's a 2-handed sword, I won't mind that, because you can still have the extra life, as well as being able to do a bit of damage. And because if you're using 200 sword with a shield, obviously you're going to be slower, that's actually pretty good. Like it balances it out. But at the moment, let me just... what do these do? Oh, cool. Just gonna... oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. So as you can see, they've got stuff in like this that can help you with your grinding, basically. And if I go to here, as you can see, I've got like a bonus 7139. Wow. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to Varrock. That's Lumbridge, not Varrock. There's Varrock. Yeah, this is for a game of this kind of thing, I'd say the graphics are actually pretty decent. Like, it's how the original Runescape was designed and stuff, but as I said, some of the gameplay just doesn't work with what it does. So if I just kill this guy, so yeah, going through this whole game, when it first started off, I thought it was amazing. As you can see, all my stats in the right here, I've got quite a few up, quite high attack and stuff. Oh, my combat level is 100 now. So yeah, I've been playing it quite a lot recently, like in the past few days, because my friends have gotten me back into it a bit. But like, I get bored of it quickly because of these, I'm gonna call them bugs, but they're meant to be part of the gameplay. Like, I don't like the fact you have to click everywhere, because it just doesn't feel natural for me. Like, I know a lot of people will enjoy it to high hell, but with that boss fight, as you saw, I couldn't really get away from it quick enough to be able to do attack. And the fact that when you target onto things, it's hard to not target onto that specific thing. So your character will just move back and start attacking it, even if it's at a very high level and can kick your ass. Which what kind of annoyed me a bit as well, because I think I've died once before because of that. And then this whole Grand Exchange thing is magnificent, and the fact that it isn't just pure pay to win, Well, it is, but you can also get a what is it? A bond. Yeah, which is this, which is basically you can get membership basically, which is what you would usually have to pay for. But if you get enough like in-game coins, so as I said, if you grind enough, you'll be able to become a member without actually having to pay for 2 weeks. I mean, that's my idea is really good. It's like a way to stop people from getting pissy about microtransactions. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely hate microtransactions, just to bits. But some games, when they have microtransactions, and if it's really, really bad, as in like, to be able to knock down this wall, it's going to cost you, it's going to take you 3 days. Here, why don't you buy some diamonds or something to speed up the progress? That's what I hate about microtransactions. That words. It's just when games have microtransactions in, it puts me off a bit. Like free-to-play games, it's usually pay to win, and what Runescape does on it, as soon as I finish off with this, it's a lobby. Oh. Boop doo. I can't exit straight after it. Come back, can I? Right, there we go. Alright. Yeah. So what RuneScape does is, if you can see all of this, you have like the ones with yellow stars on are member worlds, and as you can see there are a lot of member worlds, but the free worlds, as you can see, so it basically just separates you from the people who paid to play, and with that it's kind of like, it's really good in my opinion, because then you're not going against, like if you're in PvP or stuff like that, you're not going to be against the people who have extremely overpowered armor. Like one of my friends is a member, and me just looking at his armor, I'm just like, holy crap, Rune is just like the first armor you get pretty much, which is leather I think in this. That's pretty much how my armor compares to it. Like he has dragon armor and all that gubbins, and I'm just stood here in rune armor, which is significantly less powerful, even though it's the best armor I can get. Like if I show you the defense, these things here are members only stuff, so so if I go down to 50, this is where I kind of stop being able to this is like the best armor I can get basically, and as you can see it just keeps going on and on and on to level 99, which is a members thing. So like there's all this armor that I'm missing out because I'm not a member, which is, in my opinion, I can only get half the armor in the game because I don't pay. Oh, what's that? Yeah, so then like with the attack as well, all the weapons I can't get either. Like Rune Knight weaponry is the best weaponry I can get because I don't have members. And as you can see, strength as well. Strength is pretty much the members' fighting skill. Look, all of this immediately. Like, I've got one of these, but it's members. There's Fury as well. That's not members. Like, there's very little. It's basically just the attacks that aren't members. Then once you get up to level 48, you pretty much don't have to level up that much unless you want to do more damage, which is all like strength is kind of used for when you're non-member. And sorry if you can hear my lips, just moving. Then like I haven't really gotten into the new magic yet, and I might be doing soon, but as you can see here it stops at 57, and that's enchant diamond. Then the actual attacks stop at 50, like all the others, and the rest are just ugly. Then you have all these other skills here where, like, if I go to Damon Hill, I think it's called, which is like the dungeoneering place, up here, you basically need to use your skills to get through it, which is again a really awesome concept of the game. But still, in that dungeon, it's the more food you have, the more likely you're gonna stay alive. Because food is pretty much your health potions. Like, it's not like World of Warcraft or like Terra or any other MMOs you can think of where like you have to get potions, or when you're out of combat, that's the only time you can eat. So I went into the wilderness the other day with one of my friends, and he was basically having like this range contest, and they were both pretty much as good as each other, but it was whoever had the most food won that. And that's pretty much like, RuneScape can be a good game. That's all I'm saying. Like, it has the opportunity, but the fact that I can't have to move with a mouse kind of contradicts some of the I've never seen that before. Yeah, it kind of contradicts some of the like mechanics they've tried to put in, like trying to dodge attacks and things like that. Because sometimes my player is too slow to dodge the attack, or like he just doesn't react. Then they add all this stuff in here for like social reasons, which I got this. So yeah, I'll try to get back to putting up videos as soon as possible, but I'm going through exams at the moment. So I shall see you all later, and see if I can find it. Nope, not one. Where is it? Oh, okay. Thank you for watching, and as you see, he didn't react in time. Goodbye, guys. I shall see you later.